This is the new Gangrene Gang, represented by the color blue, versus Phalost up top here, represented by the color red. We are in colorblind mode, obviously. Looks like a sapling going down here at the river bush, checking for invades. Udyr's gonna... Whoa, look at this Udyr skin, man. He's got antlers. It's crazy. Doesn't look like anything too peculiar going on here. Phalost is going to be moving into their red bush, perhaps, as is going up to guard the tri-bush. Are we going to see any sort of an advance, some CJ? Perhaps. There's still plenty of time. I'd say probably about 70 or 80% of our matches so far have had some sort of a level 1 team fight, which is something that we're not very accustomed to because we don't really play arranged teams at a high level.
Yeah, we don't like to do invade either when we're doing arranged blind picks or normal drafts. But it looks like, yeah, this is going to be a full-on invasion. They're going all the way around, juking the vision, juking possible Maokai saplings, and they did juke the one sapling that is down right there. So Maokai's not going to be working with any blue right now. Is Udyr going to scout this though? They have to be able to scout this to kind of like, oh, he's not going to scout it for sure. He's going to be walking away from it. Yeah. It looks like Maokai's going to be dealing this without a blue.
Phalost is really in the dark, and especially after spending 4 saplings on Raze. Or is it 3? 3 or 4 saplings.
Gangrene Gang is in the dark.
Oh, that's what I meant. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yes. Gangrene Gang is blue. And yeah, after spending all that mana on Wraiths, if he gets his blue stolen right now, it's really going to be a setback.
It looks like he is going to red though. I think they know because Udyr did catch vision of Mumu and Ahri right there. So he is going to go for the red start. I wonder how he's going to take advantage of his red start though. Is he going to go just for a level 2 gain down bottom or a level 2 gain during mid? We'll have to see right now.
It's going to be really tough, I think. Stealing Maokai's blue is huge. I mean, look at how low on mana he is already. It's going to put him way behind in this clear, and they can't really retaliate after that anytime soon. Either way, though, we are going to get into the standard laning. Let's keep a close eye on Pyuub as he lanes against Ahri right now. I don't know how I feel about this matchup. I feel like Ahri is definitely one of the best mid laners. It's so hard to shut her down, and you have to pick somebody like Galio, I feel like. But it should be pretty even, I feel.
Did I mention I feel? Yeah, you feel. Oh man, I can't wait to see some Katarina action going around. I mean, I'm just very excited. Hopefully he can play, as good as well as he did before. During the first tournament, I mean, you remember some of those instances. He got the first quadra kill ever for a TGN League of Legends tournament near Dragon before, and that was a really well placed quadra kill.
Yeah, it was very close. But let's keep an eye up top. We have what appears to be AD Nidalee. I'm always interested to see AD builds for Nidalee because a lot of people like to go straight AD, or they go for a more bruiser-oriented build, Russian or getting Atmogs. Whereas I feel like more commonly most people grab Triforce as soon as possible. But she's going to be doing just fine up top against Udyr. Udyr, one of the harder lanes. Pure Shield knows all about that. Ezreal taking a ton of harass down bottom. Poke from Corki. He's able to just spam all day with that infuse. I definitely got to give the advantage in the absence of good rocket grabs to the Gangrene Gang down bottom with their lane comp down here. We're going to definitely have to see some jungle interventions sometime soon, as they are getting pushed into their tower really hard right now. Ez hopefully going to be able to pick up the majority of these hits, but that auto-attacking tower can make things pretty difficult at times. Mid, it looks like some even exchange between Pyuub and Phalost's Ahri player, FLT Fury.
Fury. No, not Fury, not Fury. That's what 2 R's. Man, you're not good at math and not good at English. What's going on right here?
No, it's because she's playing a Furry. That's the reason.
Oh, I got you. I see what you did there. Alright.
Taking a look at farm, though, it looks like Pyuub with 21 versus Fury's 15. So he does appear to be in control there. A nice grab with a Power Fist combo down bot, but Corki laying down the machine gun fire, preventing them from pursuing that for more harass. Nidalee's placing down some traps here at the river bush, able to allow her to push up a little bit against Udyr. She's actually winning considerably on harass before level 6. That's interesting. I mean,
well, Udyr is actually leading in farm though. Udyr has 27 and she has 22.
Yeah, Nidalee's focusing on farm, or I mean on harass rather. Taking a tower hit.
Oh no, that tower hit.
It looks like Pyuub is going to successfully push Ahri into her tower, probably going to take some hits away, as he is already ahead on farm. Looks like he's back to his usual thing, playing a real strong here mid lane. He's going to go for a roam, or is he just checking the bush? I think he's just checking out. He doesn't want to miss out on his EXP before level 6, certainly. Oh man, just barely catching sight of that first blood from Corki. Are we going to see a double? No, they'd be too ballsy to dive there. Maokai ganks up top. and no response from Udyr as he was brought down to less than 1% HP with that ignite. What a close play there from the Nidalee player up top. Look at Pyup diving under, way behind enemy lines, and he's gonna open this.
Oh my gosh!
He does not have level 6 to trade with this Ahri if he unlocks
Ahri
it.
has no mana!
She does.
Ahri has no mana. Is he gonna just camp there? No, he sees the Mumu. He's gonna peace out right there.
Lots
Oh
of
my
action
goodness.
so early right there, man.
That Pyup!
He just straight up dove way behind the lane there to grab that kill. That was very impressive. It looks like the bot lane for Phlost is getting pummeled from the harass from this Corki Soraka combo as well as that roaming Katarina. Forcing Ahri back to the well.
Oh my goodness, he got pick me up and he has a mini advantage right now. Oh, but Pyup coming back with a vengeance. Hey, you know what, guys? I hope you guys miss me. I'm going to be back showing you guys some Katarina play. Oh,
He
man,
just dinged level 6. Ahri has yet to unlock her ultimate, and she may actually miss it off this wave as she has missed out on a fair amount of EXP. If he can deal a little bit more harass. Pyup loves to do those shumpo into the tower range, kill somebody, or flash into the tower range. Remember he humiliated me that one time? He flashed under the tower, killed somebody, I'm like, nah, he's gonna die. And then he shumpoed back to a minion, taking only 1 tower hit.
It's like instantaneous. Like he's just so natural. You know that champion that everyone's kind of natural with, right? He's so natural with Katarina. It's like he is Katarina. Well, from Patootie actually, I was talking to Patootie.
Do you have his number? If he actually is Katarina, I'd like.
Yeah, he actually, he's like the male version of Katarina. He dates models all the time. Models wants his sweet Patootie all the time. He's tall, he's white, he's broke, all that good stuff. Yeah, those are the big 3 that girls look for nowadays, especially white women. Trust me, I have experience.
Looks like Maokai's grabbing up red right now. Let's see how far behind he is versus Mumu. Seems like they're fairly even on EXP. It's hard to tell. But in terms of farm, it appears they're dead even right now. So Maokai not too far behind after losing his blue early, which I thought would have been much more of a setback. But he seems to be doing just dandy. Bottom lane,
man.
let's take a look at farm, the ADs. We have Corki with 48 versus Ezreal's 40. So actually, Gangrene's not as far ahead as I expected. Whoa, look at this. A lot of aggression going down on Pyup. Was that a bait? Summoner heal, and he's going to turn around with that ulti and survive! Wow, look at the calculations from this player right now. Pyup on top of his game, grabbing up that blue right now. I thought he was on the run, but he was just baiting for Maokai to W in right there. Oh,
my goodness.
It reset. I mean, he gets that extra cooldown on his Death Lotus, man. He's going to get out of control if they don't shut him down, man. Amumu needs to do something about this mid lane as soon as possible.
Oh my goodness. It's such a pleasure watching him play. Don't you agree?
Absolutely, dude. Katarina's just one of those champions that it's so action-packed, man. She's so unpredictable, especially when she picks up a revolver, which Pyup just did right now. She's going to have lifesteal bananas, and that's where it becomes really unpredictable, is because when she turns around and ultis people, depending on how many targets there are, she can heal so fast and just tank the crap out of a team. And that's precisely how he ends up getting all these monster kills, or any Katarina player for that matter. Looking at bottom, Phlost is really under pressure down there. Mumu's going to get caught by this ward as he goes in for a gank on Katarina. She's going to be totally fine. Totally aware of that positioning. And Mumu forced to go back right now. Doesn't want to waste too much time. Overall, though, it looks like the new Gangrene Gang is way ahead in terms of map control, even farm right now, as they are 3 kills ahead. Oh, missing that bandage.
Dodge action going razzle-dazzle right there. Looks like Amumu is he is going to be able to pick up his second GP5, judging by the Golfing carry right now. Yes, he's going to go back for Dash Turtle Shell. Bot lane, though, is completely dominated by Alphalicious and Dope Magic. Dope Magic played support for the first tournament, played a little bit AD for the second tournament, and now he's going back on support. I mean, he's a pretty good support player. But
whoa, almost another kill.
Yeah, I saw that mid. Oh my
gosh.
Run. Oh no, he's going to keep it. He's going to keep
that
it safe.
flash, man. If Ahri held off on the flash just like half a second longer, Maokai would have landed his W. And you and I both know what that W does to people who are in the middle of a flash. And I think that would have been a kill. Really close. Really nail-biting play there from Ahri. She's having a really tough time now, man. She needs some help. She needs some help really bad from Amumu. But the ward placement down here was prime. They caught sight of him as soon as he came into position. And Pyup has just been able to dominate this entire time. He's now at 66 farm versus Ahri's 56. I actually expect him to be a little bit further ahead than he is. But I mean, how aggressive is he? Man, a lot of players out there, such as myself, play really aggressive and just feed here and there. Payu plays aggressive all the time, and he doesn't ever feed. Man, he's got it down to an art.
Yeah, he's got the art of I survive at 1 HP, but you're dead. He's got that art. He's a master of that art. He's a little, oh, look at that action.
Now down. He's not going to want to take this one.
No, he doesn't want to take that risk.
A little bit risky there.
Yeah.
But he's still got health pots from the early laning phase, so I think he's going to be just fine with that spell vamp. Up top, Udyr has spent a lot of time away from lane right now. I'm not really sure why he keeps going back. Perhaps just this harass from the Nidalee player, who is now out of mana. Her farm 73 versus Udyr's 65. We did see a planned gank down bottom from Amumu, but he's getting really having a hard time with the ward placement here from Gangrene Gang. Really nice ward placement. He won at the Tri-Bush here, and Payu keeps refreshing this one here at the River Bush. Just gets sight of that every time.
This game will pretty much determine who it will seed in the top 2, unless an upset happens. Actually, no. The next game as well for Gangrene. Gangrene has to win.
Oh, Mumu cannot bandage toss in that bush right now. I don't know if he's aware. Now he is aware that this is in fact a 3v1.
He's gonna die.
Oh, wow. Using his ultimate there in vain. I'm not really sure what that was all about. Maybe just out of frustration, using his curse to deal some damage there. But yeah, yet another pick-me-up there. That's a second kill for Payu. And what is his gold at right now? He is carrying 1,300 gold. What do you think? Is he going to go for a Needlessly Large Rod here or what?
I'm not exactly sure. I see him finish well most of the time, but he has an extra book this time. I wonder what he's thinking. But again, yeah, no, he's always trying to improve his Katarina play as well. He's telling me that, you know, there's no way you can always master 100% of your champion, right? You know, the closest you get is 95%, and the rest of the time is trying to figure out the rest of the 5%. So he's definitely got some new innovations going on as well, new ways of playing her. I want to see him utilize. I want to see the team fights coming in for this. Right now, lane phase, they have an advantage. But it's not so much to say call it GG right now. I mean, Nidalee's doing particularly very well. No, Nidalee's doing really well up top right now. But Udyr has his Wriggle's Lantern, so it's gonna be a little bit more difficult for Udyr for Nidalee to harass him. Yep. As he can just sustain right up there. Speaking of harass, though, check out harass going up top right now.
Animal fight up top. Looks like there's gonna end in just a regular draw there. Gonna hand off the blue buff to Ahri, and hopefully she doesn't feed that one off to Katarina again. But thank you for the correction there, Tinkerbells. Maokai did grab that last kill on Amumu, not Katarina. However, the assist is factored into his fed level as well. He did end up going with that Needlessly Large Rod just now. So that's a lot of early game ability power for him. And we're going to see probably that unfold at the next Dragon fight here if they try to contest that. Although in the past we have noticed that New Gangrene Gang's team comp kind of revolves around the cat build. But this time, the bot lane is owning completely independent of any form of intervention. So Corki is going to be totally self-sustained down here, giving them two fed carries.
We mentioned a lot about Payu. You know, as soon as we see Payu back, we're all excited because it was just such a pleasure in the first tournament. But Dope Magic is known as a hard worker. He's been practicing a lot lately. Even his solo ELO doesn't reflect it. He gets a lot of bad luck and you know, just a little bit temperamental here and there on the solo queues. Oh, here comes speaking of WoW, Dope Magic. Oh wow, that's a
oh, is Katarina gonna flash?
He had no map.
Looks like she might be. Oh man.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
Just mangling that Ahri. Yeah, Donovan McNerd on Maokai just saying, "Hey, tower, what tower?" As Katarina just shumpos in and obliterates Ahri.
Oh,
we haven't seen
Amumu
even land one bandage toss, I don't believe, on Cat. There's been very little to no harass mid lane. He's been able to just free roam, and if you're aware of a player like this, a Katarina of this caliber, the jungler has to know he's gotta help. He's gotta help the mid lane. That's something he's failed to do, and I think that's the reason right now that New Gangrene is so far ahead. So far ahead right now.
So far ahead, yeah. I mean, it's going to turn to those dragons and barons in a little bit. If they can't even do the dragons and barons later on, they're gonna lose this match. Phallus is not gonna be able to come back from this.
Phallus sounds reminiscent of something very inappropriate.
Yeah.
When you say it fast like that, but yeah. More animal fighting going on up top. Interesting exchange between these two players. A lot of them going back frequently. Nidalee not utilizing much cat form. Down goes the Ignite. She's going to go for a takedown here. There we go. She's not in range of a takedown. 1 pounce will kill.
There we go.
That's I believe the first kill up top.
Yep, first kill up top.
First kill up top goes to Nidalee. That's putting Udyr, who is pacing with her on farm, going to now probably lose his tower. It wouldn't be unwise for him to push that right now. And down bottom...
Looks like he's not pushing, actually.
Down bottom, this Corki Soraka combination has proven to be so dominant right now. Although Soraka did lose her life back there. Was that a trade and I just didn't catch sight of it?
Yeah, it was a trade.
Okay. Yeah, they're making some changes to the
game
spectator mode. Somebody's on a killing spree. It's Corki, so that's all that really matters. Amumu picking up a fairly early Oracles right now. Taking out a Vision Ward and placing down a ward of his own. Cat's coming down to investigate. When are we going to see a dragon attempt here? Should be pretty soon, man.
Very soon, actually. Corki advice.
Looks like Katarina wants to do a tower dive. Maybe they're going to push this tower down.
That ward does catch Katarina's inside.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I'm going to sandwich her in the middle right now.
They're completely aware of that ward placement. She puts down a ward of her own there at the river bush, which is going to negate Amumu's attempt to gank her, which is, he's been doing that all game. So overall, he's been fairly untamed, man. I mean, just been able to roam free this entire time, which is very scary. Although nothing really exciting has happened in the last 5 minutes or so. Ahri's not really worth a whole lot of gold, as she has died twice now. So it's not too wise for him to be trying to kill her in mid lane at this point. He should be roaming a little bit more, I feel. But hey, I'm going to submit to his expertise. You could see a Maokai W. No, perhaps New Gangrene will just head straight for the dragon right now. That would be the wise choice. Oh, but no, they're just going to take control of Vision and pull back, remain farming.
They don't want to risk anything. They want to get some lead. They want to, like, a kill, keep in mind, is not just go for yourself, but you're also behind after you get killed. So they want to, maybe they want to just set the rest of the team so behind and then go for a push mid or some sort, or force team fights elsewhere. Right there, they felt like maybe Udyr is now down here. We can't guarantee a win. Maybe something can happen. So let's not just go pressure for a dragon. There's no rush right now. We're ahead. Let's expand that lead via farm and kills, and then let's force some team fights.
Payu perhaps getting a little bit too aggressive here with Ahri closing in from behind, landing that charm. Will he go down? The curse, they're blowing everything. A failed flash from the looks of things. Maokai comes with a reinforcement. Is the spell vamp enough? Oh man, just stayed alive long enough to get both. Well, he didn't get both those kills, but certainly dealt the vast majority of that damage. The Arcane Smash grabbing to kill up on Amumu. That spell vamp, man. Oh, that was so disgusting.
I mean, he got charm. He got Amumu ulted. Forever Udyr. Oh my goodness, what is Alfie saying? Anyways, that was insane. I mean, he was in such a disadvantage. His flash, I believe, failed. He tried to flash over the wall, and it actually bugged out on him, right? So he didn't get a chance to get on that flash. And then he still got the best out of that play in the end. Both of the people who were pursuing him died. He got plenty of gold from that.
The funny thing is, he almost survived, dude, with that last Shumpo.
Yeah.
He cut it off a little bit early, just so he could try to get that extra spell vamp. Man, that was one hell of a play. He's now 4-1-2. And I'd say he's pretty snowballed right now. I think he's probably going to want to grab his Will of the Ancients next, perhaps. Or maybe he's picking up that next one for a death cap. It'd be interesting to see him go for... How much gold is he carrying? Not nearly enough.
That's going to be for a Rylai's. I think this is going to be for a Rylai's. He's just getting a lot of AP as humanly possible. I mean, if you see a Bork and you see a Blasting Wand, generally it's either going to be late game is probably going to avoid staff, early game is probably going to be built up for a Rylai's. Rylai's will be good for him. He can kite a little bit. You have a little bit more survivability with the health, and not to mention the massive amount. I mean, 80 AP, right? At least from Rylai's.
Yeah, it does make him a lot tankier. Makes it a lot easier for him to tank teams with that spell vamp, which is something he has done in the past. It looks like he's roaming up top for a gank on Nidalee. Probably going to get a successful gank. Actually, she's way overextended right now.
Look at this Ezreal ult, though. Look at this Ezreal ult.
That's not
I just missed.
Look at this bait here from the Udyr player. He is going to go down, but Nidalee forced to... I don't know what he's planning right now. Going to try to run through the jungle. He knows that Katarina is hot on his tail right now. Meanwhile, Gangrene picks up the kill on Dragon. Is he going to continue to chase this into the jungle? All eyes on Nidalee right now. No, he might just go for some CJ, or maybe he's going to intercept this Amumu. It would be a nice little 1v1 right now. And Maokai's going to land a W right here. Shumpo probably going to grab up a kill on Amumu right now. Is he going to use his Vengeance Curse again?
Oh my goodness.
4v1. All those assists go down on top of
Everybody's
Amumu.
Here.
Yeah. Gangrene is in a very commanding lead right now, ahead by about 7,000 gold, picking up that last dragon kill uncontested. It's going to be tough for Falas to come back from this. They might even think about pushing down this tower right now. What do you think?
I think that Payu, once he gets Rylai's, he could do some adventurous tower dives and things like that, but he doesn't have Rylai's right now. I mean, look at his health right now, only 1400. 1400 is very easy to burst down between Ahri, Ezreal, and Nidalee. So, not very a good choice to just go in there and try to kill everybody, even though I know this is Payu, his reflexes are, amazing, he can probably shuffle well. So, again, taking risks though, the reason I think that he's constantly doing risky plays and still saving 1 HP is not because he's the luckiest man in the world. He does do calculations.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of calculations to make sure he survives. I mean, it's almost a guaranteed survive as well. If it's not guaranteed, he doesn't like to do it.
Yeah, I agree. He's a very fast reflex player. One of the best I've seen, actually. His Twitch reflexes. Another wasted Ezreal ult there. Not really sure what that's all about. He keeps shooting these across the map. But I did want to draw your attention quickly to Corki's farm, man. He's getting a little bit out of control down bot. Mumu, wow, nice juke on a bandage toss there. Not going to be able to land a power fist either. A failed Quadra gank up top from Falas. Actually, all 5 players in position now for a tower dive. But Katarina closing in from behind. This would be an unwise engagement, in my opinion, for Falas. Her ultimate is up, and all that spell vamp. She's going to be so devastating. Are we going to see Maokai initiate right now? Oh, this Amumu, man. He's a very ballsy player. Now it's going to be a legitimate 5v5 up top under the tower for Falas. I don't know what I would do if I were in Falas' shoes right now. I guess you have to focus Cat, but they don't really have the damage to do it. Ezreal is so malnourished. Blitz would have to, CC him as much as possible, but he hasn't been able to land very effective power fists at all. I just feel like there's no way they can win this fight. They might have to just abandon this tower and hope for a better opportunity.
This tower has a lot of health. And positioning-wise, though, it is in the bottleneck, so Mumu is somewhat favored for his ult. But then again, though, Katarina, if you're in a bottleneck, favors her ult. And you also have Maokai being in position, his ultimate. This is just a battle of all the ults. That's all about the ults. Everyone just press R and win. Everyone press R and win. No, I'm kidding. But they don't want to stay near the tower for too long and get whittled down Corki, so it's better to withdraw to the second tower, get some flanking position in, maybe catch someone off guard. But if they go just for a straight push right now, there's not much chance they can deny it fully.
I agree. Another waste. I mean, ADS's ultimate, you should really just use it for snagging, on retreats, kills and such, because it doesn't deal hardly any damage, especially now if you're only hitting 2 players with it. Maybe Ezreal's just kind of frustrated here, trying to just scare people off with his True Shot Barrage, but it looks like the new Gangrene is probably going to go for a Baron attempt here. That's what I would do, as they do have Falas totally shaking in their boots right now. Maybe just place down a ward here, Soraka. Back to farming, I guess, man. They didn't want to take that last. They didn't want to take that last tower.
Thanks for the dance. I'll be on my way, kind of deal right there. Just going back to jungle mobs, clearing up the jungles, get as much gold as possible, and get your items and try for Baron very soon or Dragon very soon. I think I do want to see some Baron attempts within the next 3 minutes or so. It's about time. Although if you look at the ADs right now, Corki has his Infinity Edge, Ezreal doesn't have his Triforce yet. So there is a little bit more sustain from that Ezreal right now, believe it or not, because of that Vamp Scepter. So if they were to team fight right now, I would say Corki should not team fight until he gets a Vamp Scepter, or even if you just want to go for more burst, just get that Phantom Dancer right now.
I honestly don't think.
He's carrying 2.5k gold right now. He's not. He should shop. He needs to go shopping.
I honestly don't think that Falas is going to even try to focus Corki. I mean, obviously, normally you would, but he's not going to be in on the front lines. Katarina is going to be dealing more damage than him, and it's such. I honestly don't think they can win a team fight. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I would do if I were in Falas' shoes right now. Ahri and Ezreal are so malnourished. They just don't have the damage, man. They're just going to get completely obliterated.
They need a killer grab. I think that might be the turnaround jumper for them. They need a kill. I mean, look at the Blitzcrank. Have you seen a good grab this game from Blitzcrank yet?
No.
They need one of those right now.
Actually, he had one early lane phase, but it didn't result in a kill.
Yeah. They definitely need one, like one on Corki, one to interrupt Cat's ult, or something that just will turn this around. Because Blitzcrank is known to disrupt teams, and he's not really disrupting the team right now.
Yeah, he is going to have to interrupt that Cat ultimate. I think that's really what it comes down to, is Katarina cannot get off the full duration of her Lotus. That would just be unacceptable, and it would pretty much result in a complete wipe for Falas. But meanwhile, you also have that Corki sniping people from the back. It's going to be really tough. I do think that Ezreal and Ahri just need to get more fed. They need to play defense, maybe counterattack at a Baron. That's the only thing that could really bring them back into this game.
Yes.
because they are about 10,000 global gold behind. They don't have the team comp to deal with this right now. They just need more killing power, more damage.
More! Well, late game wise though, I do like to see Ahri is such a strong AP, good early game, late game, and mid game. So let's see how can Fury make his Fury champion useful later on. I mean, we might get a good grab right here from Blitzcrank though. They're missing with the tongue, missing with the grab. Nope, no good grab so far.
Both teams fully aware of their opponent's positioning right there with ward placement. Neither choosing to engage at this point. I feel like I have to fault Gangrene for being too passive, man. Not even a Baron attempt. Nothing, really. Just waiting for them to make a mistake.
Then again, though, keep in mind both of these teams are very nervous. Whoever loses this might just be out of tournament completely. So they need to make the most of their time here.
I agree. Yeah, we can't really fault them for wanting to play conservative. But it does look like Gangrene's going to grab up another Baron kill. It's going to put them even further ahead.
Dragon.
Did I say Baron?
Yes. Dragon.
My mistake. But maybe they should go straight for a Baron kill right now. I mean, they have the sustain to do it, no problem. They could win a team fight after tanking Baron. I think that's exactly what they're going to do right now. Neither team has vision, actually. No ward placements on Baron. So I guess they're just going to stay mid lane and farm up.
Yeah, I mean, it's great weather up here, out here in the top jungle right now, Oh, there comes a ward placement though, just kind of reveals Maokai, where Maokai stands. Oh, no.
Maokai is a little bit split here. In fact, I don't like the positioning at all of Gangrene right now. They need to be a little bit careful that they don't get picked, but honestly, I don't think that Falas has the damage to assassinate somebody like Maokai, even if he is caught way off guard. It's just, I don't know, they're just way behind, and the only way
probably waiting for Udyr to catch up. I mean, Udyr was 0-2, slightly malnourished, right? Not really, you will get squished in the front lines right there. Is that going to be going for Guardian, a cloth armor and a chain vest? That's very interesting. Let's see what he builds that.
Katarina picking up her Will of the Ancients, and Corki grabbing a Phantom Dancer. It is a discount at the supermarket here for the new Gangrene gang, as they just picked up 2 endgame items. That's going to make them extremely powerful in a teamfight situation. Now adding that spell vamp to the aura. What was it, 20% from the Will?
I believe so.
Let me grab that up really quickly. Yeah, 20% spell vamp as an aura.
Power.
So that's a huge team fight ability right there. And also, of course, just the bonus spell vamp for Katarina. At this point, when she's this fed, she's kind of unstoppable unless she gets interrupted and CC'd, man.
He's got a Cage's pick. Huh, very interesting situation right there. Is he going to go for a Rylai's now? I want to see that Rylai's, because that's going to be very helpful when the teams can't even escape when he's deathlessing.
Yeah.
So maybe that's the next item he's going to get.
I think Rylai's would pretty much
right now.
Yeah, Rylai's would pretty much seal the deal in this cat build right now. They are finally going to go for a Baron attempt. Does Red Team have vision of this? No, they're completely in the dark right now. All they have is wards in their own jungle, although they probably suspect Nidalee's going to go place down a trap here, a ghetto ward. Is it going to be in time? Yes, it will be. Are we going to see a steal attempt? No, too much damage coming from Corki right there, and down goes the Baron for the new Gangrene. Wow, flash W from Maokai.
That spin! Spin to win!
So done! She's going to be shumping across the map right now, using the curse, actually well-placed curse, to root that team in the bush so that they can make an escape. They cannot engage a 4v5. They're probably going to end up losing an inhibitor right now. Gangrene has to push here. Wow, Amumu feeling so suicidal right now. What was that all about?
It's a
Game
surrender.
throw GG.
It's a surrender. It's a surrender.
Oh, okay. I didn't catch
You're looking for surrenders. There's their first surrender ever in this tournament, so that's great. They did surrender for that one after the Baron. Well played by Gangrene Gang, solid play from Payu, captain of the new Gangrene Gang. That was an exciting game. I loved seeing him play.
That was amazing. I gotta commend Payu. I know we give him a lot of attention, but come on, guys, you gotta respect those skills. And it just proved to be overwhelming for Falas. But good game to both teams.